Hello, everybody. It's Uzi Storybook Talks, and welcome to Chapter 7. This episode is the story of expectations, where we're going to be diving into femininity and masculinity. So, today I have a special guest with me.
Samuel.
We will be diving into the topic with the first question being, what are some expectations that you had as a man growing up?
Uh, you know, I feel like the regular ones, like you can't cry, you have to be strong, you have to be masculine, stuff like that. Yeah.
Would you say it kind of affected how you were growing up? Like you always felt as if like you had to be like stronger and things like that?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Cause like when you're growing up, I'm not saying it's right, but they always be like, oh, boys are stronger than girls, boys are this and girls are that, and they always try to put you in these little like pockets, sort of,
Sort of
Yeah,
things.
try to box you in and stuff like that. So yeah.
Would you say that if you do have like a son in the future, how do you think, what are some expectations that you relate to him, or do you think you do the exact same thing that how you grew up in?
I feel like there are things I would change, like things I would change, and there are other things that I would like stress the importance of, like being like, because I feel like as a young kid, especially if you're a boy, you're not really taught how to handle your emotions properly. That level of emotional intelligence is not there. That's why like I feel like a lot of younger boys they lash out and stuff like that, and they kind of, I wouldn't say get away with it, but sometimes they do, because you're not really taught how to handle your emotions, even like sadness, you're ecstatic and stuff like that. I feel like girls tend to catch on earlier on. I won't say it's the parents' fault, but sometimes it's just like the way you're raising. Because most people don't raise boys and girls the same. I'm not saying you're supposed to, but there's certain things that you have to watch out for. Because we're all humans and we all like feel emotions and stuff.
You know how when people say girls are more emotional than guys, I mean, like genetically, kind of, it has to do with like hormones and things like
Yeah.
that. But would you say because of that, it kind of changes how people portray guys, like as if they don't even have emotions at all?
Yeah. I think for some guys, you think that you're supposed to be like stoic in a way. You're not supposed to like show any like real emotions. You're supposed to be like neutral and stuff like that. It's okay to show emotions, but there has to be a limit to it. I can't lie as a guy, and oh, that's not to say it's wrong to show emotions. It's just there's a certain way the world reacts to guys showing emotions. Like you see all those videos like people that get online and cry.
Mm-hmm.
90% of them, mostly mostly girls. Don't get me wrong, they still get like bashed for it. But imagine a guy getting on, didn't crying like he's gonna get ripped apart. You know?
Yeah. Would you say it kind of like breaks
It does.
your self esteem a little
Yeah, it
bit?
does. Like even I don't know if you've ever seen like in sports and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Players win a game or whatever and they cry sometimes, right? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of emotions. If you go through the comments and what people have to say, they're like, "Oh, why is he crying? Why is he like stuff like that?" But it's emotion at the end of the day. Sometimes you can't control it.
That makes sense. Would you say, in that sense, it's easier to be a guy than it is to be a girl?
In that sense,
Like, in sense in general, like when it comes to life, do you think that if you were a female, that your life would be easier?
I don't think I think the difficulty of your life is not as attributed to gender as so like your upbringing and like whatever like economical situations and whatever background you come from. I feel like that's more of a determining factor than your gender. Because
Mm-hmm.
like I think to like your difficulty in your life is gonna be based off, are you coming from like a stable home, like financially, like are your parents active in your life and stuff like that. That plays more of a role in like the community you're in than if you're a guy or a girl. That's not to say there's not prejudice against either or. People talk about like, for example, in workplaces, women are not paid, equally and stuff like that. There is for every group, there's always going to be something that stands against them, but I think it's more attributed to like the other factors than it is your gender. Because if you were to check about like how like okay, two kids grow up together and how their lives turn out, regardless if they're guys or girls, the determining factor is probably like their background, basically, like parents, financial situation, what schools you go to, stuff like that.
So, in your sense, though, like in your personal sense, like if you were the same life, same economical status, same background, same heritage, everything. If you were transformed into a female, like, do you think your life would be easier
As of right now,
as of right now?
uh,
Like, do you think that the struggles that you're going through right now would be dealt easier if you're a female, or do you even think that they would disappear completely?
they wouldn't disappear completely, but I feel like, especially when you're growing up and you're like a young man, you hold this different like level of accountability than your female counterparts. That's the don't like not for the rest of your life, but at this point, like you're held to a different level. You know, for example, like how do I explain it? Like we all get to a stage now that quote unquote we can't be bums and stuff like that. You know, like you're getting to that age that you have to like you're trying to get your stuff together. You're in school, you're working, you're trying to start a career, whatever, right? And I feel like at this stage, people are way more lenient to girls than they are to guys when it comes to stuff like that. Like
like
dating, for example, the guys gotta pay. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's the truth. If someone is like I've heard, for example, from my standpoint, I've seen like guys been called bums and lazy more than I have seen girls, and that's not to see girls or not. It's just you just held to a certain like standard. So from that standpoint, yeah, I feel like as a girl, at this stage, you can get it where you're not having your shit together because we're almost adults, we're not fully there yet.
That's true.
Like for example, your parents don't treat you the same way they treat your
my brothers. No, they
different
don't.
level of accountability, different level of
Yeah.
Like now you're a man now.
I feel like for females, the things that get put down our throats at this age, especially, is like, don't get pregnant, don't sleep around, don't have a boyfriend, don't do this. Like, at least when it comes to parents, that's usually what they're telling their daughters. Yeah. But when it comes to like the guys, they're probably telling them like,
you're gonna be a man, so you're gonna be married, so you're gonna be this, so you're gonna have you need to like kind of have your life planned. I think this is for all of us, but with guys, there's more emphasis on that, you know? You know, like
it's more like, so like, okay, if randomly one day you know, you're fine with your gender, everything, you're totally great, you know, and then you go to bed one day and then you wake up, you look in the mirror and you're a woman. Like, what is something, but it's only for 24 hours. Like, literally you're a woman for just 24 hours. What are some things that you would do like right away? Like, what is something like, if you only had 24 hours to be the opposite sex, what would you do?
I actually don't know. Like, I'm being so serious. I'm thinking about it now because, like, what would I want to do as a woman for 24 hours? Like, what is there to do?
I feel like if I was a man for 24 hours, what I would do is the first thing I would do is that, what would I do? Wait. Okay, wait. Like, no, if I was a man for 24 hours, I would want to test out some male privilege. I want to see what I could do. I'd pick up a shorty. I'll try to test my riz.
You know what? You know how like girls got female privilege though. It's
yeah,
not like
no, they do.
Like,
there's female privilege.
Drinks, you get stuff like that. I'm not into all that though, but I don't know.
There is female privilege for sure. I would definitely dress like really like put together, like suit, tie, everything.
For a whole day?
Really dapper.
Day, that's what you want to dress
no,
like?
No, but specifically, I would see if I could beg a rich woman, and I would test my theory out.
How are you gonna like you have 24 hours? It's not a lot of time.
Yeah, no, like I would go to like a really expensive bar. You know, try to get some coins together and like test my riz out on a woman. Yeah. Okay. I try to see if I could pull them, and then like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I was a guy, I'd be so sexy. First of all, I'd be a sexy ass motherfucker. If I was a guy, I'd be.
Would you like guys the same height though? I was just saying.
Okay. To my
I just
defense,
saying,
being a short female is different from being a short
That's
guy.
what I'm saying. So if you're the same height as a guy, it's gonna be long for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't really pull that much women. No, I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong with being a short king. We love our short kings.
I'm short too. Don't get me
Period.
twisted. But like,
You're short, but you're not short.
Yeah.
Have you seen a short guy? Like, I'm talking about like 5'1", 5'2". Isn't that like on the scale? Like, aren't you like diagnosed with like dwarfism? If you
I mean, like even 5'5", but 5'6" is guys actually short. Nah, it's short, bro. It's short.
No, but like
it's short.
Okay, yeah, no, that is short. I feel like even me as 5'1", people get so mad if I'm like, oh, I want my men to be like above 5'7". Like, oh, but you're literally 5'1". I'm like, yeah, and do I have to curse my children too? Like, genetically, that's just it's gonna end up.
So if you go for all the 5'7" guys, who are the 5'1" guys gonna go for?
They're 4'10".
4'10". How many people do you know walking around 4'10"?
I've seen a few.
There's not that many people.
I've seen a few.
I think it's better if the world is balanced out, like by,
Balanced out.
Balanced out, bro. Like balanced out. Just it's okay. It's okay to like.
But that just.
It's okay to keep like.
But then, if you think about it, tall women go for short guys too, like Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is not short. Stop it.
He's shorter than Zendaya.
Tom Holland is shorter than Zendaya. Zendaya is just tall for a woman. Tom Holland's like above average for a guy. That's not even.
Tom Holland is like 5'9", is he not?
I'm pretty sure that when she takes off her heels, they're probably the same height.
Okay, that's probably, she wears heels a lot, you're right.
So like,
nah, but if I was a man for a day, first of all, I just automatically be like 6'1", just because it makes sense to just add a foot randomly.
A foot is crazy.
No, but like, I feel like, one of my brothers is like 5'10", the other one is like 6'2". So I feel like I'd be like in between. Like maybe 5'11". Maybe I'll be lucky.
Okay.
You don't think? No?
Like 5'8" still.
5'8" is crazy. Yeah. No, I feel like I'd be like 5'11" or something. And then for then, I would work towards like practicing. I don't know. I feel
you
like
have one day.
Shit.
And I want to tell you something, right? Like most women, don't quote me on this, don't have ribs like that. Don't get me wrong. You just like, bro. Because most women don't got ribs like that. It's the truth.
We don't really need to though.
That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that, but you don't have ribs like that.
But I do. Me personally,
for a guy to get like, it's different. You gotta have a little bit of sauce.
Me personally, I said this in my last episode, and I'll say it again. No, not my last episode. It was my last 2 episodes. But I have riz. Like my best pickup line. Okay, I've been working on this one, right? So, I first go up to a woman, right? And then, okay, I guess, wait, am I rizzing as a woman or rizzing as a man?
No, you're rizzing as a guy.
As a guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, shit, but this is different. This is not my riz. This is my male version riz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if I was a guy, this is how I would riz. So, I see, like, a really beautiful woman across, like, the bar or whatever. And I go up to her first, and I'll be like, I couldn't keep my eyes off of you. Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'd be like, I couldn't keep my eyes off of you, but you're the most beautiful person in this room. And then, from there, I'd lead to...
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Streets is rough. She might just be like, haha, thank you, and keep it pushing. Dead ass. That not gonna work.
Okay, but then I'd be like, would you do me the honor?
That's not gonna work.
Getting
That's not gonna work. She
a
like,
drink.
I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend.
Shit, but
it's
like,
not gonna work, bro.
No, I feel like you don't. I feel like a lot of guys usually think that
it's not gonna work.
A lot of guys usually think that you have to be like really tough with it and be like, "Shorty, come here."
No,
like,
I'm not saying. I'm just saying like, bro, like, for that to work, she has to be feeling you, and that's just a little too much. Oh, you're the most beautiful woman. Why can't I keep my eyes off you?
I thought that would be cute. You know, you just be like,
"What you do me, darling?" Like that's some Disney shit. That's the shit you see in the movies, bro. That's the shit you see in the movies.
I feel like media has definitely ruined what I think
swear.
is pulling people.
Nah.
I don't know. I watch some K-dramas and I could see how they pull. Like this girl should be.
Also, Korea is not like societal differences. Like,
the Western world.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, but as a woman, if you were a woman one day, what would you think that? How would you raise
Wait,
as a woman?
I got a question.
Let's hear it.
If a guy came up to you
Right
and
now?
told you what you just said, what would you say?
I mean,
Be honest. Be honest. You think it's a little too much?
no, if they look good, it might be. Sometimes you're just deaf. Like, generally, if somebody looks that good, like, sometimes you might not hear what they say because you're just looking at them.
Yeah, but what would you say?
If they were mediocre,
You wouldn't.
no, I would give them a chance. I'd be like, oh, thank you so much. What's your name?
She's lying, bro.
If they were ugly,
She's lying, bro.
and I'm talking to ugly. Like, you have to be really ugly for me to do this.
lying.
I'll just be like, oh, thank you so much. I have to go. Bye.
She's lying, bro. Don't do too much.
Like, I'd leave.
See, that's no risk.
But I feel like, I don't know. What is Riz even? Like, how do you even Riz someone
Charisma.
up?
I want to say it's pickup lines. It's just like the way you.
It's the way you embody yourself,
Yeah,
right?
your aura, basically.
Your aura.
Yeah.
No, I
it's
get
basically
that.
your aura.
So if you were a woman for like one day, like, and okay, say you had to Riz someone up, like it was a life or death situation.
Yes.
Do you think that you would have better Riz as a woman?
Better is as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, automatically you low-key got better is as a woman.
I mean, I feel like your face kind of just does all the work as a
Yeah,
woman.
yeah,
Like,
you don't gotta-
feminine
you don't
features
gotta
kind
say-
of just speak for itself. I feel like even like in the olden days, like literally if you're trying to Riz up a man, you just look at them seductively and like, or something like that. I feel like that's how media portrays it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have never really done that in real life.
See, most girls, that's what they don't have risk. Most girls have never had to like go, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you just don't. Most girls have not had to like go up to a guy, or
That's true.
even if you have, it's not as often as like, yeah.
So how would you Riz up a man if you were a woman?
How would I raise up a man if I was a woman?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to raise up a man if I was a woman.
But how would you if you had to?
If I had to,
Yeah.
how would I go about that?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be anything too crazy, like at a bar or something like that.
Okay, scenario. You are at a dinner with your friends. You're at a dinner with your girls. Y'all just
Pause, but keep going.
you're a woman.
Okay, pause.
And
Keep going.
even if you weren't, this you know, sorry. So you're at a dinner with your girls. You're at a dinner with your girls, and you just finished eating something,
Yeah.
and you can see that the waiter is checking you out a little bit. You're glancing over. The waiter is he's not too shabby. He's not too ugly or whatever. He's a good regular good looking guy, but he's not all that. He's just
Yeah.
he's handsome. He has the potential to be really
Mm-hmm.
good looking.
Pause, but keep going.
And you see him in the corner. You can see he's checking you out, and you're checking him out too. But you can see he's kind of shy, and he's at work too, so it's kind of hard for him to like.
Mm-hmm.
So, how would you make your move?
How would I?
You want this man. How would you make your move? How would you raise him up?
Just put the number on the table.
That's it?
Slide him a note. Easy. He slide the person a note. Easy. If the person is, you just slide the person a note.
So you wouldn't like, hey, how you doing? No,
You flirt with the person when they come up to you like at the table and like just a little bit and then.
And then you slide your number at the end and then see if they call you.
Yeah, slide the note and you put XOX or whatever.
XOX.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. Question though. What would you say that would be an advice you would give your daughter about men? Like, what is something like, if you only had to say only three things, what would you tell her?
Man.
And this is your only chance to tell her. If you don't tell her now, you never tell her again. What would you tell her?
Number one, fear men.
Number one, fear God. Second, fear men.
Number two, like she has to be to discern, like, you know, a lot of people's intentions are not really what they portray them to be, especially with guys. Sometimes it's not really what like it seems to be. So she has to be able to like, you know, like
Don't get manipulated.
Words of flattery and all of that. It's cool. But yeah, and then three, just do. I was gonna say do others as you want them to do unto you, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, but towards men.
Towards men,
Oh, okay.
yeah, but also, yeah, discernment. Like just be able to like that, and then the third one would be, I actually can't think of anything else, but that's just
But like about men, like you need her to know, like this is either really good about men or really bad about men, or like something that you think she should be. She needs to know. You don't have anything apart from two things.
discernment, and then also like, yeah, that's literally it. Because if you're able to discern, you're gonna be able to know that if this is actually real and if this is fake and stuff like that. Not like that. And yeah,
That's true. I feel like when it comes to like femininity and masculinity, like me personally, if I had a son and
what would you tell
there
me?
was only three things I would have to
Feelings.
tell him. Okay, yes. Don't get taken advantage of.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because as a woman, I know that a lot of
you
women.
got guys that you take advantage of.
And I feel like okay, you should just be smart, especially when it comes to your money.
Yeah, and time too. Like, don't let anyone waste your finances, and don't let anyone waste your time.
Yeah, I feel like it's really important that you realize when like she's only kind of using you to like buy stuff. Cause I know a lot of women
Some women
who do
won't
that.
really use you to buy stuff. That's the crazy part. They'll use you emotionally.
Oh.
Like they turn you into a teddy bear and shit like that.
I mean, but that means they usually like you if they're using you emotionally. Okay, it depends. I feel like if they're traumatized, that they won't like
They
if they,
use you emotionally, and then
if you go
she
towards a
goes off and messes
damaged
with it.
woman, maybe. But if it's like a regular healed woman,
There's not that many healed people walking around.
but that's just because
Most
every
people-
single guy keeps going around breaking them.
You think so?
It's a never-ending cycle. It's a
no.
never-ending cycle.
No, we're not going to do that.
I feel like what I think is that broken women break healed men, and healed men break broken men break healed women. It's a never-ending cycle. We just keep breaking
You know
each
what?
other.
I could agree with that, but yeah.
I don't
yeah.
think men are the only ones breaking someone.
okay.
I know women also hurt men
Yeah.
dangerously.
Yeah.
So I would tell my son to be careful on that
Yeah.
scenario too, because especially if there's it's either the old situationship or like the old relationship that she gets really attached to.
Oh, and last
And
thing
then-
my daughter is her safety.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah, that's very important. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
Safety.
be safe.
Safe.
Yeah, no, that's very important. Take her to like taekwondo or something. Let her learn like martial arts
Stuff like that.
type shit.
Be safe. Like
I
if
wish
you're
my
going
parents
anywhere,
told me
like you
that.
gotta like. Even me, I can't lie if I'm going somewhere, and I've not gone before or anything like that. Like I'll let people know, like yo, I'm here and shit.
In case like honestly,
In case
men do get
anything,
kidnapped too. People forget that. I feel like people
Hey.
usually
Hey, you don't know, bro. This person's still a stranger at the end of the day.
you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they could do. But I feel like yeah, no, I would definitely tell my son to be careful towards like just be careful that you're not getting taken advantage of like money wise or emotionally, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not emotionally.
Yes, bro. Some women will make you emotionally invested into them, but that's all they want.
They want that attachment. They don't
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, while she goes off and diddles and daddles with fucking what's his face. Yeah, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I
It's
guess.
not just money. I'm not saying that people.
No,
waste
you're
money.
right. You're right. Yeah, she
There's
wants
lots of ways
that.
to use people.
She wants that attachment. Like she wants that, like fan, I guess.
Yeah,
Or
basically. Yeah.
She wants someone. No, I get that.
I feel like a lot of women they like the attention. Yeah, like
No,
if you
I
bring
mean,
attention as a
it's
kid,
hard not to. Like, imagine, like, you're walking one day and you know you look good and people are validating that you look good. You'd like that. You know what I
The
mean?
constant feeling of validation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
just,
It makes their head inflated sometimes, but it's okay though.
no, that's true. I know a lot of women whose heads are inflated. But then again, you also have to think about it. Like, if you were a woman for a day, wouldn't you, like, enjoy, like, to see, like, what people have to say about you, even like the opposite sex at that time, I guess, which is your sex now. So it's like,
My head is already inflated. I don't.
no, like you get what I mean, though.
I'm cool. I'm secure.
No, you won't like be like, I know I look good, type thing. No, not really.
I'm validated.
Period.
Validate.
You already self-validated. You don't need that male
Self-validated.
validation. No, I respect that.
Yeah.
No, definitely, I feel like making everything about the validation, whether it is. But you have to think, a lot of men actually also. Wait, would you say that men, straight men specifically, straight men like their friends more than they like women? Because I have this whole theory. No, I have this whole theory that you prefer, like, men actually prefer to impress their friends more than they actually like, especially like when it comes to like literally being like really like simpful for their girl, like if
Oh,
they're doing all this and then it's like you guys like, oh, you're such a simp, oh, don't be da 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 da, you're so soft, and then suddenly you'll try to act more cold towards your girl because it's like your friends, you don't want your friends to look down on you.
I wouldn't say straight men prefer their friends more than their girlfriends. That's insane. That's crazy.
No, but like generally, okay, yeah, like I'm not saying you'd want to sleep with your friends more than you want to sleep with your girlfriend. I'm talking about like you want the approval of your friends more than you want the approval of your girlfriend, to the point where it's like you will change your entire demeanor. I literally have heard women say that their boyfriends like code switch. Once their guys pull up, they're like, "Yo, bitch, get out of here," like type shit, like
That's crazy.
they change your entire persona.
Okay, if you switch your entire persona between your girl and your friends, that's fucked. That's actually tapped. It's not supposed to be like that. But I want to explain something, right? I'm not a psychologist or anything, but the way human nature kind of works is that men validate other men. I don't know how to explain it. It's the truth.
It's like a lion eat lion
Like,
world.
and I feel like women also validate other women, because the reason, like, a girl will feel, okay, obviously guys will tell she's pretty and stuff like that, but women validate other women than way more than men validate women.
But that's because on the pretty scale, men pretty and women pretty are usually like
You know,
interpreted
people talk
differently.
about that sometimes, and I don't know,
Like, no, because a woman can see somebody and be like, this girl is absolutely gorgeous.
And a guy will see
And
her
a man
and
would be like, who the fuck is that? Like, type thing.
I hear that. Actually.
Like, I feel like they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if you think about it, okay, wait, God is a beholder. But you get what I mean? Like, how, like, a woman is the one who usually, like, conceives, like, a child. You know what I mean? So I feel like our scale of beauty is more broad. And I feel like, you don't think?
No.
Like, I feel like
No.
because I feel like a lot of men are just more materialistic when it comes to like objective, like speaking wise.
No,
Like, she has to have a fat ass, she has to have this, that, like, oh, but you know she gotta have a pretty face too, cause you know I feel like their version of beauty also like encompasses to not just face but also like body and everything, and
that
even
is,
height
that is
sometimes.
exaggerated.
You
That is
think?
exaggerated.
You
I'm
think?
not saying guys don't like some guys have preferences. There's guys out here that like women with, you know, and guys out here that like women with, you know, but when it comes to height, I feel like girls are pickier. They are. It's the truth, bro. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Okay, but that's because a lot of
Would you date a man that's your height?
yes, I've actually had crushes on guys who are my height.
Did you date them?
No, but that's on their part, not my part.
Your height, exactly 5'1".
No, 5'2", 5'5".
That's not your height. That's
But
like
it's
4
basically
inches.
my height. No, you're basically my height. You know, yeah, at that point, if
important.
you're 5'1" or you're a man, you're a kid. I'm so sorry, and I don't date children. That's disgusting.
Yo, wait. I want to be. Tell to people again, please.
No, I'm saying
5'1" is that? No.
5'1". If you're 5'1" and you're a man, you're literally unless it's like
That is insane. Cause, bro,
uh,
you're not in control of your height, bro.
I've never seen a 5'1" male. I've never, apart from ones that are like maybe like 10 years old, I've never actually seen a 5'1" male.
You know what? Whatever 5'1" males watching this, don't worry, we fuck with you, bro.
No, but like
You're
I
good.
know there
You're
are
good.
some that do
You're good.
exist,
Don't
but
worry.
me personally, I've never been in that circumstance.
Don't worry. You're good.
I
bro.
never said you're less validated for being a
You just
5'1"
said
male.
he's a kid.
I'm saying that
It's a
from
kid.
my
No,
experiences.
you said 5'1"
Oh, the
males are
only
kid.
okay. What I meant was that from my experiences, the only 5'1" males that I've actually encountered are actual children. Like I've never seen a 5'1" adult male. I
that's
know
crazy.
they do exist. There's something called dwarfism. There's something called.
5'1" is tall. Like 5'1" wouldn't even make you a dwarf. I swear. Like, you
I
gotta be
swear
like-
it would.
You gotta be like. You
What
gotta be
is-
like. You know.
I'm searching it up.
And some dwarfs are taller than others.
Okay,
It's just
it's 4'10".
bro, nah, bro.
4'10", 5'1", same thing.
It's
Not
still,
really the same
it's
thing,
still
but
even 5'2", bro. Don't worry.
okay, no, I do know that there are some 5'1" guys that exist, and you know, short kings, you guys are awesome too.
People say that, but they don't believe in that.
No, what?
People say that, but they don't believe in
What
that.
do you mean by that? I feel like if you look good, you look good. Period. Like if you have a good face, if you have a pretty face, if you have a nice persona, like, I mean, yes, being tall would be nice.
Oh, that he's 5'1",
But
though. Even if he was a little taller.
huh?
Even if he was a little crazy, bro.
Okay, but then you guys are the same way to women too.
I want to say something. And all those 5'5" guys, when they didn't work out, I know you said, I didn't even like him anyway. He was short. Tell me you didn't say that. Tell me you didn't say that. Tell me you didn't say.
To my defense.
Wait, tell me you didn't say. I didn't really like him anyway. He was too short. Tell me you didn't say that.
Actually, I don't say that often because
okay, but tell me, for the 5'5" guy, tell me you didn't say that in your head, or you tell your friends like, I didn't really like him anyway. He was short.
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
But okay, you guys are the same way to tall women. Like really tall women. Like I'm talking about if a 6 foot woman approaches like a 5'6" guy,
he would fall head over heels for her. Dead ass.
But now some guys won't. Some guys are like, no, some guys would be like, nah, she's too tall. Like, I don't like.
And that's a preference.
A lot of people, and exactly, that's also a preference for sure.
I don't think he would be like, he wouldn't do it disrespectfully though.
No, I feel like some guys actually do. Like they
for a 6 woman.
No, they will actually like degrade them. They'll be like, I know, like. You could see how they look towards them. You know what I mean? Like, you can see someone who's super pretty, like supermodel pretty, and you see them with like a 5'7" guy, and she's like 6'2", and they'll look at her and they'll just be like, only if she was shorter, type thing.
I've never heard a guy.
I've heard that before.
I've heard guys say, okay, like they don't want their girls to be like taller than them, but they also don't want their girls to be short or whatever. But I've never heard a guy just like fully degrade like a taller woman.
I feel like a lot of
guys are not as dismissive of tall girls as women are of short guys.
I don't think that's true because because if you think about girls are just naturally picky. I'm not gonna lie, we are naturally picky when it comes down to things, but I do think that a lot of men, like, they'll look at a taller woman, and the reason why they won't want to go for them is because they want to feel more masculine.
Yeah, that's true.
And they want to be more not authoritative, but they just want to feel more.
Yeah, in charge.
Like that guy, and they don't feel that way when they're with a tall woman. Why is that? Why don't you feel masculine just because you're with a tall woman?
Is emasculated the right word?
Masculine. Emasculated.
Like to feel less masculine? I don't know. I think that's the right word, but I feel like it makes them
less masculine. Ted.
I was gonna search it up, but I'm pretty sure the word is emasculated. But yeah, it makes them feel like that because it just makes them feel like that, you know. Because I feel like as a guy, when you grow up, you're brought up to be like, oh, you gotta be the protector, you gotta be this, you gotta be that, you gotta be strong, you gotta be this for not just for yourself, but for your family, for your friends. You're gonna have a wife one day. You gotta be like, quote unquote, the man of the house, right? So having a woman that's like, part of that boils down to like physicality too. Don't get me wrong, like financially, emotionally, all of that. Also boils down to like physicality. So if your woman is taller than you, you might feel like, oh, you know. I'm not saying that's right, but hey, yeah.
That's true. What would you say, like, in the likewise of like being like a black male, right? Mm-hmm. And just like the experiences you had to grow up, obviously being different from those who are not black. Would you say that kind of shaped your sense of masculinity now because like of what you had to go through? Would you say it made you feel more masculine or less masculine?
I feel like people see my masculinity as a black male as a threat. Like in the outside world. Like outside of like, yeah, you know? Like if me and him, you can't see him, but we're walking down the street and we're on the same side as like, I don't know, some old white couple, they're probably gonna cross the road, right? But if it was like a white male or, you know, someone else, different race, they wouldn't feel as threatened that, oh, this black male is there.
I think it's just racism at that point.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, in general, people see black males as, like, scary and stuff like that, and, like, thuggish. Like, the other day, remember we were at the library?
Oh!
Look at those gangsters.
So we were at the library, and then this one homeless guy walks up to us, and he's like, y'all are gangsters. look at those gangsters. And we were just looking at this guy like, what just happened? It was so random too. It was like out of nowhere. And it just made you really think that like, wow, someone like, I feel like if it was like a group of like someone who was a different race, they probably wouldn't have done that.
No, they wouldn't do that. It wouldn't have been. You wouldn't tell a bunch of white kids, look at those gangsters. Well, it's the truth though. Can't lie.
That's true. Okay, why would you say a lot of, like, this is actually statistically proven. Like, I actually did a research on this, on how, on the masculine and feminine scale, people, it's statistically proven, like, on types and researches, that black men are seen as the more masculine race and gender, and black women are seen as the more masculine gender, and Asian men are seen as more
Least.
feminine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stuff like
more
that.
feminine, least masculine, and is it Asian woman or it was a white woman? I forget, but
Probably
there
white
was
woman is least feminine, right?
as the most feminine.
Probably one,
Yeah, so it was like there was a whole statistics thing. Search it up if you don't believe me. But it was,
I actually did
why
that.
would you think that statistically, as proven by data research, people think that black women are also masculine? Is it because of our features? Is it because of what we had to grow through that made us tougher? Like, why is it that on that scale that we're seen as more masculine, and also black men are seen as more masculine? So it's like,
I feel like in the Western world, people just see black people as really aggressive, you know. So then that boils down to like the different genders and stuff like that. So like, people see black males as more masculine, and black women is more, you know, more masculine. Especially if you're looking at like, like for example, let's say the corporate world, right? Like you don't see too many black people, and that's not because there's not enough black people to get in there. It's just like what percent of the population are we?
in the Western world,
Yeah, like even like North America, for example,
in the
probably like
West,
I don't know, probably like 10-15% of
I
people
feel like we're more. There's no way
in North
we're.
America. We're not that much at the end of the day. It just seems like we are, but we're not that much. So when it comes down to that, like
Oh, we are 14%.
yeah, like we're not people don't realize it's just because our culture is like so consumed on a like on a
That's
higher
true.
level that people think that there's not that many even in America, like there's a lot of black people,
But
it's
that's not by
like
choice.
I'm just saying, but percentage wise, it's not like like it's not as much as people think it is. So I feel like when like let's say you're in like a corporate workplace, most of the people there are white, right? You're especially as a black person, the odds of you being there are low. As a black woman, the odds of you being there are even lower. So I feel like they might come off as a little bit standoffish, but it's not there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the way preserving and protecting themselves. So people might think they're a little,
Yeah.
like it takes a lot of determination to get there. It might come off as aggression sometimes because they're black, but if it was a white woman, they'll be like, oh, she's courageous, she's bold. But if it's a black woman, she's aggressive and stuff like that. So yeah.
And that makes sense. No, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it does make sense. Wait. I had a way to respond to that, but it's
It
not
makes
coming
sense,
out.
but it's unfortunate. That's
Yeah, exactly. No, I think about that sometimes, and I think about like all the issues that black people have to go through, and how it's like you think that they see us as more masculine, but we kind of had to be.
Yeah.
We had to fight for the things that we got, and it's like fighting is not a feminine trait. So no wonder they see us as masculine, because it's like we had to go through stuff that made us tougher, that made us stronger, and I guess society standard, being strong and being tough and being able to fight and clap back, that is masculine.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's unfortunate to think about too.
And the reason why white women are skin is like the most feminine is because they're the quote unquote beauty standard. Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. They are true, but I think in the Western world mostly is because as much as we like to say like Canada is diverse and we're living in a diverse place.
Bro, I swear there's like the population of black people in Canada is probably like 5%.
Because actually it's 14. That's my research.
Canada or North America?
No, Canada. And North America is Canada.
No, there's the difference. North America is Canada and America, and maybe you want to add like I don't know if you want to add Mexico, but Canada and
No,
United States.
America is America. The lower part.
United States of America is part
Yes.
of North America. North America is a continent.
No, it's not.
Yes,
North
it is.
America is Canada.
No, like the northern part of America is Canada, but North America, the continent, is not Canada.
There's another part?
No, Northern America is the Northern America, like north of America, like the northern part of America, is Canada. But North America, the continent itself, is America, Canada, Greenland, maybe Mexico, added together.
Mexico's up? I thought it was
No.
in South America. Mexico is in South America.
As a continent,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it's U.S., Canada, Mexico, Greenland are one.
But I swear Canada was like here, Mexico was here, America
Yeah,
was
but that's
here.
that whole mass of land is.
Why would North America be at the bottom?
It's the whole mass of list.
This is not making sense.
No. Okay, North America, the continent.
Yes.
Canada, Mexico, U.S., Greenland, maybe
Yeah.
a few other countries, small like islands and stuff like that.
Hawaii and
Makes
stuff.
North America, right? The continent.
But why?
That's just how it is. It's just
I
how
thought
it's-
America was. So then what's South America?
That's the other side of the continent. South America is like the continent that's
Like
shaped
Florida.
no, south of the United States of America is Florida, but South America, the continent, is like Argentina, Chile, all these places.
I didn't know that. You know, I never did good in geography, so
Like,
that's
yeah,
and that's existed this entire time.
that's just how. Yes.
When people said North America, I used to think North America was just Canada.
No, North America is Canada, the U.S., Greenland. I think Mexico's part of North America. Like that whole, because like a whole
Wow.
mass of land together.
Let me search this up.
Yeah.
Is Mexico a part of North America?
Yes. Mexico's not South
Okay.
America. It's south of North America, but it's in North America. Yes.
Wow.
Sidetracked there, but yeah. Well, what I was saying is like population of black people in Canada is probably like 3% on everything.
Wow. You know what? It makes sense because in Calgary, where I'm usually from, I barely saw that much black
There's
people.
more black people here.
No, obviously. I've never seen, like, I was in a room once, and this was just a regular room. And there were, every single person was black. And I was like, what? Like, the only time I usually see this much black people in a room is church. Dead ass. I mean, in the north, I hear there's a little bit more, like, north of Calgary, but south especially, there's, like,
Wait, we're in Calgary. Okay, you're from Calgary, right?
Calgary,
Okay,
yeah.
Calgary.
So that's a city in Alberta. But, like, just thinking about, like, how small the population of black people is there compared to here, it makes sense that if there's, like, only 3% in Canada, as much as you think that 3% is that small, that there's no way, honestly, I believe it. I've seen more of other races than I have seen of black people. But, yeah, no, I get that. It's kind of unfortunate that the masculinity and femininity scale also kind of depicts on our race.
Yeah.
I start to think that, like, how society, the reason why a lot of parts of society views black women as the least attractive is because of that.
They're viewed as more masculine.
More masculine.
I think
scale.
sports plays a role in it too.
Oh, heavy.
Yeah, like not in all sports, but in a lot of sports, black people are very dominant. Like basketball, most of the basketball leagues.
No, that's true. It's
made up of
great
black
that they're
people.
good at it too, but it also kind of adds to that stereotype that you give birth to a black son and they're like, oh, he's gonna be a basketball player.
Basketball player, yeah.
It's always basketball player, man. But no, it's great that there's a lot of successful black basketball players in the field of NBA. That's great, but it's unfortunate that stereotypes also. I feel like stereotypes are always gonna exist.
Yeah, do you think racism will never be a thing?
Ooh, Oh, that's a hard
I
one.
don't think so. I feel
I
like there's always
feel
gonna be.
no, I feel like racism is the hatred of a race. If you think about it, right? I feel like you wouldn't need to really hate a race if you don't feel threatened by a race, right? The reason why a lot of what's it called again? Like a lot of say black people have like a grudge against Caucasian people. A lot of them, not saying I do, but a lot of them do, is because of the stuff that went on and generational trauma that they didn't experience, but they know their people had to go through.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that, like, if, you know, and it's not even just black people that have been taken as slaves. Even, like, you see, they've taken people from China and Canada for the
Yeah.
railroad, and you see indigenous people and the stuff they had to go through, too. And it's just, like, white people and Caucasians being the, is it the, what's it called again? They were seen as the more
Superior race.
they saw themselves as the more superior race. You know what I mean? Because of the stuff that it was shown through their actions, and you know that's that whole history lesson. So you think that if people didn't take, and it's not even just white people that's taken other races into their land, even other races has dominated other races too. So if that scale of like domination over domination on the races didn't exist, then maybe racism won't exist. But it's because of that separation with not only skin color but also just physicality and just your entire look that like kind of language barriers that kind of separates people. You know, they're like they feel like, oh, I look better, therefore my people must reign.
Yeah. If I don't think racism will ever stop existing, because if hatred amongst people that live are the same color exist, yeah, it's not gonna be as how it used to be. You know, obviously slavery's not gonna come back and all of that. And I feel like people are more tolerable of each other, but then there's gonna be creative ways to be racist to each other.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also have a creative theory that like not creative theory, like a Christian theory that also part of the reasons why it exists is because of like the Tower of Babel. Have you heard that story?
The Tower of Babel.
Where the
language barriers and stuff like
the
that.
language barriers and stuff like that, and how it was like separated.
Because I think they were trying to build a tower to go up to God.
Yeah, and God was like,
so
nah.
If they're too busy hating each other.
We're too busy. We can't.
No one's gonna be like,
no one's gonna be able to talk for 3 seconds to be able to build that again.
If the whole world was united, we would do something stupid.
Like that. We did do something stupid.
We would do something stupid.
No, we would. I feel like we'd like try to conquer other like planets or something. Like humans are dumb as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe the water, bro. Maybe conquer fish. Bro.
We kind of already do conquer fish. God kind of gave humans the ability to conquer.
But we're not in like
the oceans. Yo, the ocean is scary.
Like, we'll go down there and try to do something.
Yo, no, but like I think about it sometimes, we haven't even explored majority of the ocean yet. Like I just think about like how much there's more water than there is of land.
Yes.
That if the fish got united, they can beat us.
They can't live on. They can't live on.
Like yo, they just need to tsunami.
A tsunami.
The tsunami, that shit. Like the tsunami, everything, and then they'd kill all of us.
They can't beat us. They don't have the
brains for it, unfortunately. But it's kind of scary.
Whales and like some of the other fishes are smart, like dolphins.
Dolphins are smart.
Yeah,
I feel like they'd be
they
like the president type shit.
Yeah, I feel like they'd be evil as fuck if they had.
No, they would be evil.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe a million years from now, there'll be like a race of fishes that could come on land and go back in water, and it's like.
Isn't that like a turtle or some shit?
No, I mean like other than turtles, like actual
like have like a tail and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they're like very capable of like, yeah.
Like an alligator.
Nah, not like an alligator, like actual fishes, like dolphins or whales.
Nah, they used to be able to do that, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
And then they got like genetically mutated.
I don't know about that, but hey, what's the evolution?
Evolution, yeah. I think I swear I learned about this in bio. I swear.
I need that to, that the fishes come on land.
Come on land? Like, I feel like they already evoluted, and from that they went to losing their legs to survive in the water for some reason. But then you think about it, right? What would you think would be the most dominant, like species in the water?
In the water?
Mm-hmm. Who would reign the ocean?
I think right now in the water. Like right
yeah,
now.
and don't say sharks.
sharks were the first ones that came to mind.
No, they wouldn't. Everybody
But you
always
know
says
what?
sharks.
You know what? Maybe orcas.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like
Or-
giant ass whales.
Yeah, because
That would
they're dangerous and they're also very intelligent.
no right. Yo, those shit scare me.
They're dangerous, but they're very intelligent. I'm pretty sure they eat like other fishes too.
No, they do. I'm pretty sure they're
Yeah.
cannibal. No, I think they're omnivores.
Yeah, so
Bioterm.
those guys.
Wow.
Those
No,
guys. I feel like the sharks will kind of just be like
the soldiers.
the gunmen. Yeah,
The fighters, and dolphins would be like the computer people. I feel like they'd be like that IT coding hacker type shit. They communicate to humans and manipulate us and think we're our friends, and then they end up like overthrowing us type shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but before that happens, bro, the other mammals are gonna get to us.
Which ones?
The monkey.
The monkey. Actually, no. Dead ass. The like the gorillas and shit.
Bro, I've seen enough, man. Those niggas.
They're
need to
coming
pay
from
tax.
us. They actually hate us.
They need to
They
pay
hate
tax,
us.
bro.
I don't blame them for hating.
They need to pay tax.
They need to
I've
start
seen
working.
enough.
I've seen one work.
I
They can
saw
peel a
one- I saw
banana, they
video
can
of one
flip a burger.
Working on a car. That guy needs to be paying taxes. There's nothing. That's
Yo.
unpaid labor. He needs to be paid, and he needs to be paying taxes.
I'm telling you, I had a whole theory that monkeys are actually like genetically mutated like human beings that are pretending not to be able to speak our language and communicate with us so they can get away with free shit.
If they were humans, though, they gotta be like, because if they were humans, like we're greedy, so we like the finer things.
That's true.
They wouldn't be like reserved in the jungle and stuff like that. They will actually want to like test out all the new technology and like experience this.
That's true.
And like the concept of money too.
A Godzilla episode would pull up the throwing. Godzilla is the one with the giant monkey, right? That kills people.
Godzilla's I know he's some type of
Oh,
reptile.
Godzilla's the dragon, not the monkey. Which was the monkey
No,
then?
Godzilla's not a
Kong
dragon.
Kong. The
Yeah,
Kong Kong. The Kong. The
I can't remember.
King
his
Kong.
Name.
King
I
Kong.
can't remember his name. But Godzilla's some type of reptile though.
King Kong. King Kong.
Yeah.
It's King
Wait,
Kong.
What exactly? I know he's a reptile, but what kind of like?
Godzilla. I think it's like a giant lizard dragon thing.
But he can't fly though.
No, it can't fly, but it's really big. It doesn't need to fly. It's already in the sky.
That's true. I never really watched those movies. I'm not a fan of them. I can't imagine sitting out there for an hour.
I watched it once
watching
with
them
my
fight
dad.
each other.
My dad really likes the Godzilla
Like-
type things. I don't know why. It's just he likes watching them. But anyways, that's it for what we have on time. Thank you so much for coming today. Oh, also, next week is the showcase on the 25th of March. So if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, you should really get your tickets.
Be there or be square.
Exactly. So I think you guys should show up. It'll be really fun. Tickets are selling out really fast. We're almost sold out. So if you want a chance to see it, you should pull up to the premiere.
Yeah.
And also, you also have a song too,
Oh,
right?
Yeah. Laws of Pressure. You know, coming out very, very soon. You know.
Yes, I will tag his bio or link or
real
whatever.
soon.
Yes, so you guys can check it out. It's actually a really good song. It's a rap song. Is it called rap? Is that genre called rap?
Liz, you were in the video.
No, I know. No, but like I'm trying to see, is the genre like
Yeah,
hip hop or
it's
rap?
It's hip hop / rap.
So it's both.
Same-
Wait, hip hop and rap are the same thing though.
Basically, some people be like hip hop is the culture and then rap is like the music itself.
music.
But they kind of go. It's the same thing, right?
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching episode 7, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you for coming, by the way.
No problem.
Okay, bye everyone.